you from First Energy Stadium. Made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. And where this player goes, attention follows. Johnny Football leads the offense onto the field. Johnny Mansell, the starter today at quarterback. They come to the line, and it's first down. Handoff made. That brings the play to an end.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
Offense lines up here. The Browns snap it at the 41. Gets it out for the completion.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. They run the counter play. He's brought down. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. Offense lines up here. Second down and 7. Reaches out and snatches it. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
When you see defenses playing man-to-man coverage, what they are saying, we are going to force the quarterback to make an accurate throw. Well, that time, that was accurate. That's why they got the completion.
The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. 2 tight ends on the field here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Game's 20.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
That leads us to second down. The Chargers come out in a dime package. Puts up 6.
Well, when the offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
Inside of the uprights. The Chargers ready to return the kick. Takes it from the 2. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Chargers now will start their drive at the 23. Matthews lined up in the backfield. The Chargers take it from the 23. The defense gets the sack. The Chargers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Offense getting set now following the timeout. A lot of yardage to make up here after that sack. It's second down. Nickel formation for the defense here. And he hauls it in. Nice tackle.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
Woodhead lined up in the backfield. Handoff. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
All set to punt here. So that's going to do it for the first half. Browns are up here in this one.
We welcome you in now for the EA Sports Halftime Report presented by Verizon. Now let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Here early in the first, quick pass and completion is made here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 22. Brown still on the field. Pass will be completed over the middle, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Same drive. Here he'll look into the end zone, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. That takes the lead up to 7.
First Energy Stadium is the site of today's game. Jim Nance and Phil Simms here with the call as we get set for the start of the third quarter. Bullock is ready now to send the second half kickoff toward the end zone. To him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. They face first down. Offense lines up here. Matthews has it out of the eye. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
Nothing like the draw play. Get those defensive ends rushing up the field to hit the quarterback. Boom, you hand the football off. Big running lanes. That's why it works so well.
2nd and 3 after that last carry. Split backfield here. Drop back, shotgun formation. Looks to his left. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. Rivers out of the gun. The defense gets a sack.
When you put on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high. But the rush, they're quick enough. They get there and they sack the QB.
Wants to give it a go here. They bring him to the turf. They come to the line of scrimmage. first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Has his target.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
The Browns will go with the pistol on this play.
Hey, blue 10. Blue 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Picks up 8 here. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down here after that run play. Manziel lines up in the pistol. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Sticks to his hands. And he's tackled. He'll be a yard short of the first. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. Third and short following the completion. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. They immediately call for a timeout. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here.
Set. Wide 20. Wide.
Play fake. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Offense lines up here.
Ready. Blue 10.
The Browns will take the snap from the 25. Still on his feet. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. That's a timeout call. They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Ready.
Got the completion. Gains 5.
Browns had a nice play design that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Offense lines up here. They'll go ground. And Weddle is able to bring it to an end.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
It's third down coming up.
Ready. Wide 20. Wide 20.
To the ground. They go to the right. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
The Browns with the PAT to come. Count it. The Chargers ready to return the kick. He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. Matthews takes his spot in the backfield. First down at the 26. Ball's on the ground. And the recovery is made by the defense. Touchdown as we hear the end of this one.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
The Chargers really couldn't afford to give up any points there. They're trailing late in the fourth. The score's
21-0. Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. First down, offense readying for the snap. Matthews lined up in the backfield. From the gun. Shakes off the tackle, and he's forced to the ground. That's second down coming up. They'll go to the hurry up here as the clock runs. Looking at third down. One more play, and it's in the books. Going deep. Almost intercepted. You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we should have an exciting matchup on our hands as we join you from First Energy Stadium. The deep back is Niall Davis, who had a kick return for a touchdown in his rookie year out of Arkansas. And Randy Bullock looks set now to kick it away. He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20. The quarterback for Kansas City is Alex Smith, who threw only 7 interceptions a year ago, helping in tandem with Andy Reid, leading the Chiefs back to prominence.
Alex Smith does a little bit of everything. Able to get out of trouble when he needs to. Pretty good athlete, and has learned over the years to throw the football down the field better and better as the years have gone by.
First down at the 20. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Going to lose yards here. For the offense today, one of the quickest running backs the league has ever known, Jamal Charles.
He's quick, he's fast, he's underrated, he's underappreciated. What can you say about Jamal Charles? I think I just said it all.
Second down following the run. The defense comes out in the nickel. And they'll run the football with Charles. Good piece of tackling. Here are the starters today on defense. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Offense lines up here. Alex Smith from the gun. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. And he's brought to the ground. And where this player goes, attention follows. Johnny Football leads the offense onto the field. Johnny Manziel, the starter today at quarterback.
Johnny Manziel, hey, look, there's no doubt. He is an exciting football player to watch. He's willing to take chances, very quick, and he can throw the football down the field also.
First down coming up. They'll run it here. Good for only a yard. Here's the offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. Second down here. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. And he's in for the touchdown.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
The Browns are about to kick the football back, but it's the offense celebrating and the defense doing all the setup. That fumble recovery gave them great field position, setting up the score. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Turn here, so Smith will start this drive from the 20. First down here. One more snap, and that'll end the quarter. The give, right side, for a gain of about 5. We're through one quarter, and we'll take a short break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by the Acadia Denali.
Welcome back to this defensive showdown. Two minutes to go in the first half, and second down is coming up. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. They send the tight end in motion. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. The ball is jarred loose.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football, because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They have the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Third and a long way to go. Takes it from the strong eye.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The punter awaits the snap.
He'll have a chance for a return.
Breaks away. He stacked up at that point. First down here.
Hey, 380. 380.
He has the grab. He's brought to a halt.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
First down here after the completion. Nickel formation here for the defense. Keeps it on the play fake. Catch made. Gain maybe 5.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. So that's going to do it for the first half. Browns are up here in this one.
This is the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's get ready now to take a look back at the first half. Both the Browns and Chiefs are in a defensive battle right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both teams have to feel like if they can put some drives together, that they'll come away with a win. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Offense on the field now after the fumble. He stays up the middle on the run, and he'll go in for a score as they put the first points on the board. Midway through the second quarter, the catch is made after a quick pass, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. And with that, we'll head back now to Cleveland, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. The Browns break huddle and start their drive, this time from the 29. First down and 10. Got the completion. Tackle, and this will be a new set of downs.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Play clock's running down. They give it to him on the counter. Brought down at the 44. Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of these teams today, Phil.
Well, what you have to show on the offensive side when you want to run the football, you got to show some determination. And the guys on the offensive side just get tougher and make it work.
Second down. Catch there. No one near him. In on the stop.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Strong eye, handoff here. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter here, just next door to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the fourth. This will be second down. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Getting away from the pressure. And he's taken down. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. On the way, third down. Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. Here's the touchdown. What a run.
Well, you got a lead, you drive down the field, you score a touchdown. Now we're going to find out if the other team can stay patient or will they panic.
The Browns now will tack on the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. It's first down as they head to the line. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Throw to the left. Has his man. That's a gain of 6.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Second down, 4 to go. Throwing now to his left. And it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Throws to the right. Could have been intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have one or two passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
The offense still on the field here on fourth down, needing 4 to stay on the field. Nickel formation for the defense here. This is going to set up a change of possession.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 21. Gets the handle here. Picks up maybe 3. The Chiefs use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. After that timeout by the defense, play is ready to resume. Second down coming up. Just a quick drop back. And he's thrown to the ground. The Chiefs use a timeout here. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First down following the long play. Force it across for the touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Chiefs have their backs to the wall as they give up a score they could not afford to yield. The score's 21-0. This will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. First down on the way. Smith takes it from the gun. Smith connects with Avery. And tackled down at the 43-yard line. First down here after the completion. And now they'll try over again on second down. Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
You are not going to be an accurate quarterback, of course, when you're under this kind of pressure. Doesn't even have time to set his feet. Another throw offline.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
Smith will have it in the pistol. connects with Bo.
A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. The Chiefs will punt the football away. Going to try his luck here. The tackle is made. The Browns break huddle and start their drive, this time from the 38. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. First down at the 38. Trying to work that left side. And the pass batted down incomplete.
That time the defender was in excellent position. He jumps up and knocks the ball down.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Browns team official. It appears this is just a minor injury, so he'll be back on the field here in short order.
He takes it on the counter. Eric Berry comes up to make the play. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
Bill, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.